motion picture capital of the world, Oldsmobile presents with pride the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences 26th Annual Academy Award.
The Oscar nominees for Best Picture were From Here to Eternity. This war romance drama was based on its eponymous novel by James John. The adaptation was made prudishly to the disliking of John, who deemed the film too sanitized.
I think it's the most beautiful place I ever saw in my life.
Julius Caesar, an epic MGM adaptation of William Shakespeare's renowned play. Roman Holiday.
And what a holiday! A Roman holiday, when all the things happen you'd always hoped for on the happiest day of your life.
A lot of this romantic comedy's success was attributed to the public's fascination with Britain's Princess Margaret, who was creating a stir with her highly publicized relationship with commoner Peter Townsend. Shane. In 2008, this movie was listed number 3 on the AFI's Top 10 in the Western category. The Robe.
Who are you?
My name is Judas.
This biblical epic film is the first motion picture in CinemaScope to be nominated for the Best Picture Academy Award. It's also the top-grossing U.S. film of 1953. And the winning picture was From Here to Eternity.
The envelope, please, sir. And the winner is From Here to Eternity.
The motion picture industry in the year of 1953 presented some of the great pictures of our industry. I'm proud to be part of that industry. And I'm singularly honored by the members of the Academy for selecting From Here to Eternity as the best picture of the year. To the Army of the United States for their great cooperation. To Dan Tarrasch, a great script. Freddie Zinnemann, inspired direction. To Harry Cohn, President of Columbia Pictures, my grateful thanks for his confidence and trust in me. And to the many other associates, thank you.
It was the first film to tie the long-standing record of 8 Academy Awards set by Gone with the Wind. It went on to gross $18 million, Columbia's highest ever at the time. The 27th Academy Awards, 1955. The nominees for Best Picture were On the Waterfront. This crime drama movie was ranked by the AFI as the 8th greatest American movie of all time. 7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
7 times more musical with 7 great songs in full-channel stereophonic sound.
One of the best American musical films ever made, according to the AFI. It made MGM a profit in excess of $3 million, a considerable sum at the time. The Caine Mutiny. A fictional Navy drama set in the Pacific during World War II and based on the 1951 Pulitzer Prize-winning novel by Herman Wouk. The Country Girl.
I know you've read and heard about our picture, The Country Girl, and about the wonderful performances given by my co-stars, Grace Kelly and Bing Crosby. You've never seen either of them do anything like this before. And that's a tribute not only to their own talents, but to the size and power of this story. one of the great successes of the Broadway stage. Now, when I say size, I'm not talking about spectacular settings or a cast of thousands. This is the story of three people at the crucial moment in their lives, how they face it, and what they become to each other. That's our story.
Given the time of its production, the drama film is notable for its realistic, frank dialogue and honest treatments of the surreptitious side of alcoholism and post-divorce misogyny. 3 coins in the fountain.
3 coins in the fountain, each one seeking happiness, thrown by 3 hopeful lovers. Which one will the fountain bless?
The first motion picture filmed in CinemaScope outside of the United States. And the Best Picture winner was On the Waterfront.
On the Waterfront, Dan Stevens.
I'm very grateful to all of you. In this year of great achievements in the motion picture industry, all of us who worked on Waterfront are deeply appreciative to all of you for the honor, for the compliment, and for the distinction. Thank you very much.
Tying the then record of 8 Academy Award wins held by both Gone with the Wind and From Here to Eternity.
It's the 28th Annual Award of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences.
The Oscar nominees for Best Picture were Love is a Many-Splendored Thing, Marty.
It's the story of a Saturday night in a man's life.
This romantic drama was one of the most profitable movies ever made, earning $3 million on a $340,000 budget. Mr. Roberts. This comedy drama was the second highest grossing film of 1955, yielding $21 million. Picnic.
Well, if you fussed with yourself a little, maybe you'd have a date for the picnic today.
A romantic comedy drama adapted for the screen from William Inga's 1953 Pulitzer Prize winning play.
Positively the cutest thing I ever saw. He's on a picnic with Alan and he's taking me. He's taking me. Oh, gee.
The Rose Tattoo. And the Oscar went to Marty.
The winner is Marty Harold Webb.
It's very fortunate to live in a country where any man, no matter how humble his origin, can become president, and to be part of an industry where any picture, no matter how low its budget, can win the Oscar. All of us who worked on Marty are especially fortunate for this great honor, for to us all, from the very beginning, it was a labor of love. Thank you.
Hey, Marty, you must have a name.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. All your kid brothers and sisters married and got children. When are you gonna get married?
As of this episode's release date, this is one of the only 3 movies that have ever won the Best Picture awards at both the Oscars and the Cannes Film Festival, alongside The Lost Weekend and Parasite.
Nice guy. I don't know why some girl hasn't grabbed you up.
the 29th Annual Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Awards.
In that year, the regular competitive category of Best Foreign Language Film was introduced. It was also the first time that all of the 5 Best Picture nominees were in color. And the nominees for the Best Picture award were Around the World in 80 Days.
Around the World in 80 Days was everything the title implied, except that colorful and entertaining journey was accomplished in 2 hours and 57 minutes.
This epic adventure comedy is based on the classic 1873 novel by Jules Verne. Friendly Persuasion.
Friendly Persuasion, although of domestic origin, explored a vast region too often bypassed, the human heart. This film gave us the satisfying privilege of living for a brief time with warm, courageous, peaceful human beings of good conscience.
This is Friendly Persuasion, a wonderful motion picture sprinkled with laughter and fun, sparkling with romance, and bursting with happy talk.
This American Civil War drama was the first commercial film William Wyler shot in color. It went under some criticism as it was felt to be pro-war. Giant.
And Giant, with power and drama, brought to our eyes and ears that strange, wonderful, exotic land of milk and honey, Texas.
This epic Western drama was James Dean's last movie. It was the highest-grossing movie in Warner Brothers history until the release of The Exorcist. The King and I.
The King and I related the experiences of an English woman who went to the court of Siam as a tutor and stayed to learn the meaning of affection and understanding.
Getting to feel free and easy.
The legendary musical, The Sound of Music, is widely criticized for being ripped off this movie.
Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and breezy.
The Ten Commandments.
The Ten Commandments told the inspiring story of Moses, culminating in the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt.
Behold his mighty hand!
This epic religious drama is one of the most financially successful films ever made, grossing approximately $122.7 million, which exceeds $1 billion in today's money.
Go. Come to me no more, Moses.
And the winning picture was Around the World in 80 Days.
Around the world in 80 days.
On behalf of the 60-some-odd thousand people who made this show around the world, thanks. For myself, I'm especially thrilled on account of because this is my first time at bat here. Thank you.
Is this any way to see the world? It's a wonderful world if you'll only take the time to go around it.
This was the movie that created the idea of cameo roles as a way to invite established stars to participate in a production.
Good night from Hollywood, and thank you for being a wonderful audience. Good night.